Hi friends, Magus Supreme here coming at you guys with another reading. Let me push my chair in. So for this reading in particular, I will be doing using one of my custom spreads, my good fortune spread. And this will be a reading on money, your current financial status, what can you do to make more, some incoming good fortune, and like things of that nature. So this would be a very money focused reading. I don't really do too many money readings and things of that nature, but what better time to start than now, you know? So getting into pile selection, I've already pre-shuffled the piles. I looked into the cards on all these piles already, so I kind of already know what's like in there, so I can do my research and be kept abreast. But for pile one, we have the dove. Let me make sure that that's actually, oh, almost fell out my chair. We have the dove. Let me just get myself under control. I gotta practice a little bit more with reading in this setup. For pile two, we have number 22, the cat. Big synchronicity there. For pile three, we have number 50, the coin. And for pile four, we have card number 3, the hag. So make sure that you take a look at each one of those piles, each one of those cards, and make sure that you pick the one that resonates with you. If I did this wrong and you guys couldn't see the cards at all, then, you know, just go by the name and the number, and I'm sorry for that. I really got practice reading with this. And we're about to jump right into it. So if you chose the dove, then which is pile one, then this reading is for you. So I don't know how this is going to fit into your reading, so I will keep it to the side and I will lay out my spread. Let me make sure that I have the entire spread in frame. And I do, and that is excellent. All right. So, pile one. Just from looking at the overall energy here, it looks like your finances, your money is tied into like other people or like maybe one other person, especially since we have right here the resourcefulness card, which is the 4th house, which is the house of like close friends and family. And with the lovers being here indicating like, you know, being in partnership or doing like business dealings with someone that's like close, someone that you have a bond with. So the first card that we have here is your lover, is the lover's card, which indicates your current financial status. Now, lovers and finances represents a time where you have to make decisions. The lover's card is the card of choice, but what I'm getting here with this energy is like really making sure that you, right now, you're in the process of either learning or are making really good like decisions. The lover's card and finances also talk about working very closely with a partner. Like it could be a love partner or it could just be someone who you have a really good working relationship with. It doesn't have to be like, you know, someone that you're like dating. But either way, right now you're probably working in partnership with maybe a family member or someone who's like family to you and someone who's very close to you. And right now you guys are in the middle of like building something together or are doing something together. So the second card is what can you do to earn and make more? And you have the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands is a very good card to have in a financial reading. What it means is that any investments that you are making with this person, anything that you are kind of like doing with this person is going to yield really good fruit. Like I said, with the Lover's card, this is someone that you have a close bond with. This is someone who you work well with, and that energy is like really showing here in the second card as well. So in order to make more money or, you know, like to earn, only thing you have to do is just keep up what you're doing with this person. Your finances are like in a very good shape right now, and you guys are investments will pay off like a lot. You will bear fruit. The things that you are working on with this person is going to turn out very well. So don't really worry too much about it. Like Power One, you guys are like actually in very good financial standing, and things are just like kind of working and chugging along in this old happy way. So the next card that we have here is the Knight of Pentacles. This is what good fortune is coming your way, or incoming good fortune. And with the Knight of Pentacles, what you can expect is that your finances will be steady and you'll have a steady stream of income with whatever it is that you're working on with this other person. You guys are in good financial standing. Your investments are going to pay off, and it's going to allow you to earn, and it's going to be a continuous and steady flow of income. I want to make sure that I have this centered properly. It's going to be a continuous and steady flow of income. The Knight of Pentacles is like for sure money. Like it's very, very good. You guys' spread is like actually, we're off to a great start here. Like you guys' finances are looking good. It's going to stay good, and it's just going to get better. Now, the funny thing here is like we have like, what can you do? Like this is like advice. And the advice we have is peace. And as you can see here on the peace card, there's a dove right here with the laurel, and we have the same thing here with like your card here, with the dove and the laurel. So here's how it works, how your card works into here. It's the same exact thing. So with peace, I'm gonna read the prosperity message for peace. But what I get from it is that you guys don't really have to worry about your finances. Like everything is like working out in the way that it should, and you guys are really just like you guys are in a great spot. Let me see. So let's read it. This is why I'm in the 30s. I need to be in the 20s. Here it is. This is one of those times you're capable of clear vision about your work and how you create your prosperity. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're called by a presence to step into your power. Just being is enough, for you are in peaceful harmony with spirit, and it shows in your work. How much clearer can I get, Power One? This might be a quick, easy read, because it's just flowing so well. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Whatever you and this person is building is going well, it's going to yield fruit, and it's going to bring a very steady income into your life. So keep it up. So right here for this card, we have a quality that will help you be successful, and we have the Samaritan, which is refine your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. So with the Samaritan being the energy of like the quality that you have that will be successful, you are someone who probably likes to help other people. Maybe the business that you're working on with this person is about helping others, and just realize that desire to help, that desire to like be indiscriminate in the people that you help is really going to like lend itself towards helping you be successful and to like really helping you out here. And I feel like the more you decide to help other people, the more people are going to come to you for your business and for your service. And this is also true because we also have the 11th house showing up with detachment. This is what? Yeah, this is Venus and Aquarius. But what I'm getting here is like, if you do have a business where you're like working in a community or like really helping other people, really having that desire to serve and help that community with this person that you're working with is really going to be like an excellent thing. And it's going to be something that's really going to help you out a lot. Like it's really going to lend itself towards your success. It's being in that desire, that energy of like wanting to help. So the next thing we have for you guys is supporting energies. And the supporting energy to you guys reading is growth. And like, what more can I say? You guys, this growth is like lining up with this Knight of Pentacles card. And even the fact that we have a sun suit here in the 4th house of resourcefulness, you guys are going to have everything you need to like really be successful and to continue to build whatever it is that you're building with this individual. Or if there's no other person involved, then you're already making really good, really sound financial decisions with your money. I guess I should say that as well. If you don't have someone that you're working with, then your decisions are all on point, Pile One. Everything that you're deciding to do is right on the money. is right on the money. So with the growth card and the Knight of Pentacles and resourcefulness, you can only expect to like gain more and more and more. So I've been pulling these cards a lot, but what these cards are is something to remember, something to work on, or something to improve upon. And one of the things here that I think this is something to remember is that be detached in your work. You can have your heart and your work and like really want to be someone who gives, but don't let your emotions get in the way of what you're doing, of the services that you provide. Don't allow yourself to become so sentimental that you start making unsound decisions. Remember that at the end of the day, you are making a business, that you are like kind of like working on your finances and doing what you have to do for you. And you should really remember, like, even though you have a heart to help, make sure that you temper that without overextending yourself, is what I'm getting here. Don't overextend yourself to the community and to the people at large. Like, you can help the people, don't be of the people, is something that I'm hearing. And another thing to remember is that you are resourceful. Everything that you need is going to come to you, whether it be like from people in the community. But the fourth house is going to be people that you're close to that might want to give. It doesn't even have to be family. It can just be people who you build connections with because you're the kind of person that you are, because you care, because they see the work that you're doing and they want to support it. So you will always have like people coming in wanting to help and wanting to give, Power One. And that's something that you should remember. And one other thing, for your bottom deck card, I almost forgot to pull this out. For your bottom deck card, you have the Eight of Pentacles. I'm sorry. With the Eight of Pentacles, being focused and diligent in your work, it's the same energy as the Knight of Pentacles. Being focused and diligent in your work will really pay off really big for you. And that's something that you really should remember as you're going through and doing whatever it is that you're doing, Power One. Whether it's working in business with another person, or whether it's just you making decisions and managing your finances by yourself. Be focused, be diligent, and you will continue to thrive. So your energy is really beautiful, Power One, and that's your reading. So if you resonate with this message, Power One, if there's something that you like to hear, please make sure to leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you aren't. If you guys want to support the channel, you can do so with everything that I have in the description. You can donate a deck, you can book a reading, you can donate money, everything. All the links to all that stuff is in the description box where you found the timestamps. So thank you for watching, Power One, and be blessed. Bye. So if you chose pile 2, which is number 22, the cat, then this reading is for you. I'm going to put this card to the side so that way I can come to it later. And we're going to sit here and we're going to go through this card and this energy. So, pile 2. I did say I looked at the cards earlier, and your pile was the one that was kind of concerning. Because here we have the moon for your current financial situation. And what the moon tells me is that like you might be someone, a creative, an artist, a writer, someone who's really just trying to get their start or like trying to make money off their art or things that they create. And one of the things that you need to really make sure that you watch out for is people trying to take advantage of you, people trying to shortchange you, or people just trying to use you and get free capital, free money, free goods out of you. The moon card in finances does talk about, making money off of your creativity, but it also talks about being aware that, there's people that might be trying to bamboozle you, people who might come through with offers that's too good to be true. Really make sure that you stay prudent, stay diligent, and like really make sure that you are really paying attention and managing your finances very closely, that you're closely involved in your finances. Because here we have What can you do to earn or make more? And you have the Five of Swords. And this isn't a good card to see in like your finance reading. The Five of Swords here talks about like maybe you spend too much on your supplies. Maybe you spend too much on your supplies. Maybe you're not using your money wisely. But the Five of Swords also talks about someone actually stealing from you. There could be someone that's like actually like not giving you what you're owed, shortchanging you on whatever it is that whatever work that you give. This might be a recurring problem if you are a creative or someone who sells like your work. You could be selling it for way lower than what you probably can really get for it, and people are just like happy to like take and like really happy to like shortchange you. So if this isn't it, if you're not someone that's a creative and you make money that way, then what you really need to do is like make sure that you keep an eye on your finances, because someone could be stealing. If you're a business owner, make sure that you keep an eye on your accountants. Make sure that you stay closely involved with them, that you really follow the process, because someone could be embezzling. Really make sure that you stay really close and really connected with your finances. This could be advice, or this could be a warning, or this could just be something telling you. Because with the black cat here, to me the black cat is always a familiar, it's a protective totem, and this cat is trying to like really watch over your finances. Like there's something about about your finances needing protection that's like really clear and prevalent in your first two cards. Because the first two cards is your current status, which is the moon, and what can you do to earn more, which is the Five of Swords. Two cards that's not really so great to see in a finance reading. But finally, what you have here is incoming good fortune is the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands talks about a new idea that's actually going to bring you like prosperity and success. It could be that you end up getting inspired with a new creative endeavor, a new way to like market your products. Whatever it is, something really good is about to come in. And it can also indicate just getting lucky. Like maybe, you've been selling your products at a very low price, or like getting shortchanged without even knowing it. But you're going to hit big with like maybe one miracle angel investor coming in, seeing your work, and actually just wanting to like really invest and like give to you. Because the Ace of Wands is like, it's luck. It's really good luck coming your way. And this is really good to see in in a good fortune spread and a money spread. And it's good that it ended up in like the part of positivity. So this is something that's going to be incoming for you. You have a bit of good luck coming your way if finances have been really troubling. So for advice, pile 2, you have new life. So I'm gonna read new life, the prosperity message for you, pile 2. And again, if I'm like doing this wrong, you can't see the cards, I'm so sorry. I'm really filming with a brand new setup. I'm just giving this a shot and see how I like it. So yeah, the essential meaning to new life is birth of new ideas, growth, opportunity, a breath of fresh air, and life renewing itself. When that's the same energy of the Ace of Wands, a new idea, new opportunities coming your way. Like something is really going to like work out for you, and something is incoming that's going to really help you. That's really going to help you out and be a big boon to you, pile 2. You have every reason to be optimistic right now as things seem to fall into place magically. New opportunities remind you that abundance is available to you, the light and the bounty that begins to appear in surprising forms. Stay curious and know that your hopes and dreams are being fulfilled. It's as if new life suddenly infuses your projects, work, and creative ideas with a kind of electricity that crackles with excited potential. Fortune is smiling upon you. Like I said, if you're creative, you might get struck with inspiration. That's an inspired idea, divinely inspired idea. Because the aces is always the divine spirit universe handing you something, giving you a gift. And with this Ace of Wands, like you might end up, if you're creative, like really coming up and being inspired and having an idea that's really going to allow you to strike gold with your product and whatever it is that you do. So that's a really excellent thing and a beautiful thing to see. Now, This is for a quality that you embody that will help you be successful is the Don Juan energy. Now with Don Juan here, one of the things that you really need to like lean on is your personality, pal, too. Maybe you're someone who looks good. Maybe you maybe you don't really feel comfortable like using your looks to get what you want, but using your looks and your charms to get what you want is something that's going to be highly encouraged and something that's really going to help you out. Like really learning how to woo investors, how to woo the people that you're selling to. Maybe then if you learned how to woo them and like be a little bit more seductive, they'll be a little bit more inclined to pay and to not shortchange you or to not try to take advantage of you, pal, too. So I'm gonna just throw that out there. Um, yeah, that's something that you should really keep in mind. Like really using your personality and your looks, that's really going to help bring more success your way. Now here we have supporting energy. And the supporting energy that you have is the energy of gratitude. And I'm going to read the gratitude card for you from the book. Let me see. You are capable of more than mere mortal conversation. This is a time of enlightened communication, and you will raise your consciousness of others. You are stepping into self-mastery. The gifts you see in others already live within you. So yeah, let's see what else we can get here. Some key ideas is friendship, deep love, who's the person I admire most and why, and how can I live at that level. And gratitude raises our vibration to a higher level. If you're unhappy in any relationship, yeah, this is funny. This is all about really just making sure that you value your work. Pile two, value your work and value everything that you do. Like if you are an artist and creative, and I really feel that here. If you're an artist and a creative, then you really need to make sure that you value your work and value yourself. You have good ideas, you make really decent products, and you're gonna strike it big. So really make sure that one, you give gratitude to the universe, to Father, to Spirit, whatever you know him as. Give gratitude to him because he's really about to like give you a push, a really big nudge, and something that's really gonna help out. And like you're gonna feel very lucky. And just like the card says, you're gonna feel very lucky because you've been devoting the time into like this craft or whatever it is that you do, pile to. And you're going to be blessed for the time, the devotion, the energy that you put into this. Now, these two cards here is something to work on, improve upon, or remember. So the first card that we have here is something that you need to improve on is your impulsiveness. Like I said here, like if you are creative or if you are or isn't, one of the biggest thing here is mismanagement of money. And that was like really big with the Five of Swords. Mismanagement or someone like taking advantage with the Quarrel card here. But you could also be mismanaging your funds with the Impulsivity card. Make sure that you structure your spending. Make sure that you buy the things that you need and not just like go out and just like buy like the most expensive this, the most expensive that. It's okay to treat yourself once in a while, but don't make it a really big habit because you'll end up hemorrhaging money, pile two, instead of making it and like gaining it. And that's something that you need to remember. And something that you need to work on is how you relate to others. Like I said, there might be someone that's like really stealing from you, or like your customers might be shortchanging you, and it's probably because they don't really. Your work might be challenging, or you as an individual might be challenging to them. Like they might just simply not like you. You might not be presenting yourself in the best way possible. You might not be presenting your work in the best way possible. And the fourth house is really about close relationships with people. Like there's something wrong here in the way that you deal with people. And that's something that you really might need to reflect on with yourself and really, really think about. Like really change the way that you approach this, that you market yourself, and the way that you do the things that you do. Because it's causing more harm than good, pal, too, especially with the Mars here in Quarrel. You could have really strong opinions and values, and you might really stay really, really strong and 10 toes down in that. And that's good for your artwork. But if you're marketing, you need to remember that, it's a give and take thing. It's okay to have your ideas and remain firm in them and want it this way and that way, but you also need to think about like the people that you're trying to market to. You might be limiting the people that you can market to with your subject matter of your work, or limiting the people that you can market to with just like how you present your craft, or just being kind of, and I don't want to say this, but I have to, just being kind of unlikable in a way. You need to stop being a little unlikable and learn how to like schmooze, how to like win people over, how to like be seductive, be charming, be witty, instead of just, you know, argumentative, stubborn, and just like really stuck in your way. Learning how to like soften up a bit, how to be a little bit more, chatty and witty can really go a long way for you, pal, too. So, pal, too, if you like this message, if it resonated with you, please leave a like and a comment. Subscribe if you aren't. If you guys want to donate and support my channel, all the links to how to do that's in the description. You can send me decks. You can book a reading. You can, or just flat out donate to me and my channel. Either way, all the links to do that is in the description box. So, thank you for everything, pal, too, and be blessed. If you chose pile 3, the coin card, then this reading is for you. I don't know how this coin card is going to fit into your reading just yet, so I will be putting it to the side, and I will be producing your spread. All right, pile 3. Right off the bat, you have really good energy, a lot of positivity, and like the sun is like really, really radiant in your reading. And the sun is always a good thing to see in like finances. Here for the card for your current financial status, we have the sun. And the sun tells me that right now you're enjoying a moment of prosperity, a moment of abundance. Like things are pretty good for you right now, probably even better than good. And like that energy is like really, really resonating here. You probably have a lot of coins. Okay, you probably have a good amount of money in the bank, or like enough money where you can feel comfortable. So what you can do to earn more and to like really make more money is to like really make sure that you are managing how you spend. The Two of Swords in finances is talking about like overspending, not really paying close attention to your finances, probably spending a little bit too much, or like there could be ways where you can skim down where you spend. You might overindulge on luxury items because you're in this like area, in this energy of like having of great abundance. You could just be overindulging, probably going out to eat a little too much or doing something. The Two of Swords is telling me like you're already earning enough, but in order to maintain that and to keep the flow constant and keep the flow to a flow, what can I say, to a speed that's like really comfortable and like really abundant, you need to watch how you spend and what you're spending your money on. Like pay a little bit more closer attention to that. Maybe get into budgeting, really recording how much you make in a month, and like really seeing how much you spend in a month. There's this app that I have that's called Mint. You can use Mint to like really like track your finances, track your spending, track your income, and it really like have like a bunch of little helpful tools and things that way to like help keep your money in check. And again, it is called Mint, Mint. Either way, you just need to make sure that you keep in proper track of your finances, that you actually like look at your finances and find out where you're probably spending too much and where you can cut down on. But the good thing is, and this came up for Pile 2 as well, is that your incoming good fortune is the Ace of Wands. So you're about to get really, really lucky with money. Like you're probably about to have more coming your way. You're probably about to be blessed with more. If you are an investor or you do anything in that way, something that you just invested in is probably going to like make it big, and you're going to be able to sell for like quite a lot of money, or just like a good amount of like change. That's really going to help, because this is the Ace of Wands, not the Ace of Pentacle. But there's going to be something that's like really going to help, something really lucky. You're going to get a really big break here at pile 3. Even though you might not need a big break, but it's just going to be an additional blessing to what you already have, pile 3. And who doesn't like that, right? So be prepared to have even more come your way. Let me see. Now, what we're going to do is, you have financial advice, or the advice that you've been given from spirit in regards to your finances is go the distance. So I'm going to read the prosperity message of go the distance for you. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. I don't know why, but that song has just been in my head since I started your reading. Maybe you guys like Mulan. Maybe you guys are like getting down to business, like really been focusing a lot more on your money, and that focus on like changing your money has really been providing a lot of blessings in that area. But your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. And what was I saying about the Two of Swords? You guys probably already make a lot of money, but you just have to make sure that you manage the money that you're making properly. This is a time to think long term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. Your efforts, ideas, and hard work now could lead to greater riches than you can imagine. And that's the Ace of Wands here. And the fact that you already have the Sun card. Stoke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all phases of manifestation. Bro, be assured that you're in the right place right now. Excellent. And like I said, with the whole like Sun card being your current financial status, you're in an excellent place right now in terms of finances. Only thing you gotta do is just keep it up. Keep an eye on your finances, keep an eye on your expenditure and your income, and really get into learning how to budget and how to manage your money in an effective and responsible way. Because you're going to be blessed with more, and you're already making more, and your prosperity is going to be long term. Like, you're not just going to get rich and lose it all. Like, this is going to be money that's going to last you through your life. And you need to learn how to like really manage it as much as you can, because there's going to be more and more good fortune rolling in for you. So make sure that you keep yourself abreast and keep yourself disciplined, and keep yourself disciplined with this energy. Now, the quality that's going to like really help you be more successful is the energy of the Messiah. This is serving humanity with humility. If you guys have like a nonprofit organization, or you engage in work where you help others, or like you give back, one of the biggest things, I don't know. Well, yeah, if you do that, then that's excellent, and that's really helping. But the thing that just came to me about the Messiah card is about making sure that you be humble. Like, you could be in a really good place financially, and don't let that go to your head, pile 3. Don't let the fact that you have money go to your head. And that's the part of the energy of the Two of Swords. Don't start overspending on luxury items. Don't start trying to live this rich and lavish lifestyle because you have more than enough now. Really make sure that you keep yourself humbled and keep your energy and your spending in a range that's comfortable, so that this abundance can continue to roll in. Once you amass like a great store of money, then you can start like living lavish. But right now, you need to make sure that you live your life with humility. And if you can give back, if you can give to charity, or if you can give your time to help the less fortunate, please do so, because it's only going to like add to blessings. Let me make sure that this is still recording. Okay, good. We're still going. And I'm making really good time. And I just checked the clock, and we're at the 33-minute mark with the pile 3, so that's excellent. So the next card we have here is supporting energy for you, pile 3, and that's enlightenment. So I'm gonna look a little bit into this card, because another thing I notice here is another more sun energy. This is the energy of the solar plexus. The solar plexus is all about like your confidence, like, let me see what else it has to say here about this. Your planning process. Do you have a logical or scattered approach? thinking and problem solving, your ability to resolve issues, and they show what's on your mind. Nothing. Okay. So let's see what we have here. The opportunity to make an enlightened decision is inherent. A journey of true destiny is in a vibrational energy here. Regal gold and earthly brown mixes to create something spectacular. Your experience will guide others. Like I said, if you guys are like in a like you could have a spiritually based business or something like that, especially with the Messiah and the Enlightened card here. You guys could have like a spiritually based business. But one thing you need to realize, Pile 3, is that you guys are really meant to help others. Like with the amount of like wealth that you're going to be amassing or have amassed and currently is amassing, you need to figure out what you can do to help others. Like maybe write a book about how you got to where you are and what you did and things of that nature. But the things that you've learned on your journey to getting to where you are is going to be very valuable to other people. And your experiences so far has been like the energy that's been supporting you into like really allowing you to have more. And that's a really beautiful thing. Your journey is more important than your destination. See, I didn't even like read that. And yeah, your journey has been like really, really important. Like your journey and what you've been through to get to this point is like the real crux, the real success story here. Like what you've done to get to this point is like what's really inspirational. How can you use it? Okay. And one of the things here is the reluctant sage. With the reluctant sage here, I really get the feeling like you guys might not want to help other people. Like you guys might, you guys might really like your money and you want to keep it and you want to be that way. You can be real ego driven here with, especially with the sun in Scorpio. You can probably be real ego driven, Pile 3. And the thing here is like you need to humble yourself and like really learn to like give back and help other people, because that's something that can really, really help you. You don't have to give to the point to where you start losing money or start losing so much. But if you can take the time to give to charity, volunteer your time, just do something to give back, that's something that's really, really going to help. Like talk to other people, do a TED talk or something. Like whatever it is that you're, because I don't know what kind of energy this is. The sun card is someone that's like really abundant. So I don't know what you have at your disposal, but you need to find some way to give back to the people who are less fortunate than you, Pile 3. And that's what's really going to keep you humbled and keep allowing these blessings to roll in. So here we have something to remember, something to improve upon, or something to work on. So one of the biggest things that we have here is the sun in Scorpio, which is endurance. And the endurance card is all about making sure that you wrangle your ego, that you persevere and that you do so with grace, with dignity and humility. Also showing up again with not only the Messiah card, but here as well. Pile 3, you need to really work on like your ego. Like really make sure that you keep it in check, because you are going to be abundantly blessed. And one thing I'm hearing is like it's easier for a poor man to get into heaven. I mean for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to get into heaven. And I feel like that's something that you need to remember here. Don't let the fame, if you're famous, don't let the money, don't let the fortune really change you and turn you into this ego monster, Pile 3. Really make sure that you keep a really big wrangle and a close look over your energy and how you are. Don't let fortune change you, Pile 3, because here we have the card of status. And with this being the second house, the house of material goods, and the being in Jupiter, you are going to be materially abundantly blessed. But the status card also comes with the caveat that make sure that money isn't everything to you. Like money, you're going to have a lot of it, but make sure that your money isn't the most important thing that's ruling your life. Like you're going to be like you're going to be moving up in tax brackets. You're going to be like you're going to be a rich bitch, Pile 3. Like I'm going to just say that you're going to be rich. Like you're going to have a lot of money, or you currently already have a lot of money with more coming in. Like, but you really need to make sure that you stay humbled and don't let the coin be the thing that rules and run your life, because you are going to be moving up in tax bracket. You might even meet a partner who's just as rich, is just as stable and dependable financially as you are. And you need to make sure that you keep yourself humbled and keep your ego in check. Like, I can't stress that enough here, pile 3. So whatever it is that you're doing, keep it up, because you're already very abundant, and you're going to keep getting more abundance by staying the path and making sure that you wrangle your ego, your emotion, and really discipline your mind, body, and spirit, pile 3. Because as you can see here, this woman is zenned out in front of this sun, you know, doing peace, her meditation up under the energy of the sun. And you need to make sure that your mind, body, and your spirit stays disciplined, especially with the endurance card here. Because I'm hearing, like, you know, things could turn on you real quick if you really forget to be humble and to have humility. Things could turn on you real fast, pile 3. So yeah, that's your message. If this message resonated with you, pile 3, please leave a comment or a like. Make sure to share this video if you can, and subscribe to my channel if you aren't. If you want to donate or give to my channel, you can do that with the links in the description. There's my Cash App, crypto, my PayPal. And if you want to support the channel, you can do that. You can book readings, or you can send me cards, because I do love new decks. So pile 3, that was your reading. Thank you for allowing me to read your energy, and please be blessed. Make sure it's still recording. If you chose the Hag card, number 3, then this reading is for you. I don't know how the Hag is going to play into your reading, so I'm going to set it to the side. And let's pull out your spread. All right, pile 4. Pile 4, you guys are already in a good place financially, I'm seeing, and you're going to continue to head off into like a very good direction financially as well. Pile 4, what you have here for your current financial status is the Queen of Wands. Court cards for wands and finances is always a really good card. The Queen of Wands indicates that you're actually in a very stable place financially. You have a good grip on your financials, and like things are really, like, you know, in a good place for you. You are budgeting correctly. You probably have more than enough left over. You're probably like abundant right now. This isn't the King of Wands energy, but this is like good enough. Like, you're definitely living a more comfortable and secure life right now. So what you can do to earn more, pile 2, and to like make more money, is the Chariot card. And with the energy of the Chariot card, this is talking about moving forward along the path that you are in. Like, if you are someone who's working, who works, or like have a business, continue to like really think about what you can do to add to that business, to expand that business, especially since you had the card of expansion here as well. What can you do to like expand that business? Yeah, your reading is like very harmonious, especially since you have the card of inspiration here. The Chariot card in finances talks about like organizing your mind and your spirit, like your passion and your reason together, to like really drive forward and like have brand new ideas. Like, in order to earn more money, pile 4, what you have to do is just make sure that you innovate. You don't have to keep innovating, but just make sure that you introduce new ideas, and that you like really put your all into whatever it is that you're doing, pile 4. Really put your best foot forward. Make sure that you come from a very balanced and disciplined perspective, and just continue along your path, pile 4, because you're already pretty blessed financially. So just continue along your path, and you'll continue to earn and make more. And once you really start putting more of your energy into it, like more of your mind into it, and not just like your energy, you're definitely going to get a lot more coming your way. So with incoming good fortune, you have the Four of Cups. Now, sadly, the Four of Cups isn't really something that you'll want to see in incoming good fortune, because the Four of Cups talks about appreciating what you already have. Your incoming good fortune, you probably won't have like extra money rolling in, or you probably won't have like a big boost in your finances, I'm sorry to say. So what spirit is telling you to do, Power 4, is to just make sure that you like really appreciate what you do have. Don't get into comparison. Don't comparing your finances to other people. If you have a friend who watched another one of these piles, don't compare your pile to theirs. Be stable and secure in what you're getting and what you're going to be receiving. And that's the best way to like make sure to ensure that you get more and that you have more good fortune. But pile 4, with the Four of Cups showing up in like your incoming good fortune pile, what you have to remember is like you're going to be fortunate to like have a newer appreciation for where you are as an individual and where you are financially. And that's your good fortune. It's not more money. It's not this. It's not, a lucky break. It's just learning to like be more appreciative of what you have. And that's your incoming good fortune, pile 4. So the advice that you have is the observer. Oh, now that I said that, also the incoming good fortune is that like if you actually be more patient, be more grateful, and like be more closely attentive to everything that you have and like really enjoy it, you're gonna spot new opportunities. Here it is. You're gonna spot new opportunities and new ways to make money, especially with the Chariot card being here, with you like putting your mind and your body into it, being focused, being grateful. You'll see more ways that you can make more money. The divine will actually like reveal to you new ways of like making money, or like, oh, there's an opportunity there. Oh, there's an opportunity here. That's another thing that the Four of Cups talk about. It's like paying attention so that you can like spot the opportunities in your already abundant life as you're being grateful. And now that brings us into the observer, which is your advice. So I'll read the observer for prosperity. The prosperity message of observer for you, pile 4. Let me see. 48, 49. Yeah, it's about perspective, objectivity, neutral observation. All the energy of the Four of Cups. That's why I had to segue it like that. It is an advantageous time for you to get some distance from what you're doing and see your work and your projects from a different perspective. The trick is to connect to the essence of your goals and aspiration while letting the form and the timing be dictated by spirit. And this is the Four of Cups. Like the Four of Cups is like, depict, I'm going to show this again, depict like a hand here gifting you another cup. So your incoming good fortune is going to come from the divine and not from anything that you're really doing. There's just going to be stuff coming in. You're being cared for by spirit. The trick is connect to the essence of your goals and aspirations while letting the form and timing be dictated by spirit. You may be too personally attached to an outcome and unable to see the miracle because it's not turning out exactly as you planned. Exactly. That's the Four of Cups energy all the way. Trust spirit. The perfect vision of your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch as the miracle unfold. And the funny thing is, when it says remain neutral and remain curious, you also have the impartiality card lending supporting energy. This pile is actually unique because it has 2 cards with supporting energy. And what's funny here is in the expansion card, this right here is Father. This is God that's as represented in his deck. So he's showing up here, and like this is a very harmonious message, pile 4. Like you're being cared for by the divine, you're being cared for by spirit. Like everything that you're doing is working out for you. You've been putting in a lot of work. You're in the area now where you're like stable and secure. It may not be the security that you want because it's the Queen of Wands, not the King of Wands. It may not be the security and the stability that you want, but you're stable and secure no less. And you need to take the time out to really appreciate that. Really take the time to step back from your work, step back from the humdrum of your life, and like really look at it from the big picture about how far you came and how blessed you are to be where you are, and how you're consistently and constantly expanding, how there's new blessings being brought into you and new ideas being given to you, how how you're divinely inspired, Pile 4. You get a lot of ideas, you get a lot of things to do, and sometimes you just need to sit back and just thank God and be grateful. Like, this is the power where you have to thank God, because Pile 4, everything that you have was given to you from the divine. You are being cared for by spirit, and you need to really know that as an absolute fact in your life. You're being cared for by the divine. You need to give thanks. Take a look at your life, be grateful for everything that you have, and just realize that new opportunities are going to present themselves to you if you just step back, be grateful, and just like enjoy the process, enjoy your life as you're going along it. And that's part of the chariot energy as well, just enjoying the ride as you're going along. So a quality that can help you, Pile 4, is the shapeshifter. Like, I get a feeling that you guys are very spiritual. You're probably people who pray, people who love God, have a connection to spirit. You might be, a spiritualist. Whatever it is, that ability to like see beyond like just what's in front of you, to see outside the matrix, to gain higher perspective, is something that's really going to allow success to fly into your way, because this is a quality that will help you be successful. And it's the skills at navigating through different levels of consciousness, the ability to see the potential in everything. And again, that's the 4 cups energy, being able to see the potential in everything, really keeping your eyes open, like really your third eye open. Like, really making sure, like, as you're going through your life, you're getting an objective look at what's going on. You not directly in it. You are more of a passive observer and participant in your life, where that way you can get the big picture of what's going on, and you can find like new routes to go down as you're just like advancing into your life. Because you have the ability to see things from a higher perspective, from a different perspective, Pile 4. And that quality is something that's really going to lend itself to allow you to be successful. And here we have your supporting energies, which is, as I already touched on, expansion and impartiality. Not being so emotionally attached to outcomes. Like, if things don't work out the way that you want, not getting sad, dejected, and just like being angry, or just like forcing yourself to like work even harder. Like, no, if something doesn't work out, you need to have the foresight and the higher knowledge to know that if something isn't working out, then that means that it's not meant for you to do. And you need to calm down, step back, and see where else you can go and what else you can do. What are your options and what's available to you, Pile 4? Because you have a really close you have a connection to source, to Father, to spirit, even to the earth. And that energy is expanding. I'm going to read a little bit on the expansion card, because I already get the impartiality card completely. So what's expansion? Your life is changing as you move away from the old way of relating to others. New people are entering your life. Relationships may no longer work. You need to reach out to those who are in the same vibrational frequency of personal upliftment. Call upon higher companions to advise you at this time. Like I said, God is the one that's really blessing you, Pile 4. So you really need to you really need to call and talk to him if you're feeling lost or have something to do or don't know what's going on. There's going to be new people entering your life, new people that's going to start coming in. But the biggest thing that you have to realize is there's not going to be no better helper, no better person than spirit. Yeah. Yeah. Make sure that if there's anyone who's like really criticizing you, or people who like really have like a really critical eye about whatever it is that you're doing, like you could be like an independent artist, a creator, or maybe you just like go about things differently. You have ideas that might be different from other people. But you need to realize, Pile 4, is that if you have people who aren't supportive, you need to start moving away from people who don't support you. Like, whether it's friends, families, lovers, you need to start moving away from those people. Don't allow their energies into your life, because they're not here, they're not helping you. With the Hag and the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands in traditional tarot to me is a witch, especially since she got her black cat hair. And the Hag itself is also a witch. Like, it's part of like, the trinity of the maiden, the mother, and the crone. And this is like really big in witchcraft. So you have a really strong magical connection to the earth, a connection to the higher realms, a connection to Father, to God. And you really need to lean on that instead of leaning on the people who you probably have around you currently, because they're supposed to be getting kicked out and new people are supposed to be coming in. So if you don't have anyone in your life right now, lean on God, because He will steer you in the right direction, and your spiritual practices will open the doors and allow you to see things that's coming in your way. So what you have here is something to work on, to improve upon, and remember. And remember that you are divinely inspired, powerful. You have communication with Father, with Spirit, in the spiritual realm. Because this is Mercury and Pisces, and this is the 12th house. Like, you're destined to do something different, because Pisces is ruled by Neptune. And Neptune is all about deep spirituality. I'm also feeling like a Uranus energy as well. The things that you do, the way that you're going to live your life is different from other people who might be successful. You're going to be successful, but in a different way. And you need to allow God to lead you down your path, being able to see things from a higher perspective, especially with the shapeshifter card here, like of being someone like deeply connected into levels of consciousness. And Pisces is the card of consciousness, and so is the ruling planet Neptune. And the 12th house is the card of like destiny, of karma. It's your destiny to be connected to spirit and allow that spiritual connection to lead you throughout your life and to lead you to good fortune. And here we have harmony, which is the sun in Libra. Like, your harmony, your connection to the higher realm, to Mother Earth, to Father, to God, to higher forces, is exactly what's been blessing you and what's carried you up to this point. And this is something that you really need to remember, to stay in harmony with the higher forces, because you are very spiritually led and divinely guided, powerful, and that's going to be something big that's actually crucial. That's actually crucial to your life path and your destiny for this life. I'm sorry this is getting deep. This is supposed to be a money reading, but this is really deep, powerful. Being connected to the spiritual realm is something that's really crucial to your life path, and it's what's really going to bring you success. So if something isn't working out the way that you want it, take that as a sign that, it's not something that you're meant to do. Step back, reconfigure, commune with spirit in any way that you can, and allow yourself to be led down a new path or wherever you need to go. Because when you're being led by spirit, it's not always just a straight road. It's a windy path. And sometimes you hit walls and you got to turn around and reconfigure. But being in harmony, making sure that you stay connected and stay close to the higher realms, to God, to the earth, and to the higher energies, will ensure that you'll be successful. And that's something that you should always remember going forward, powerful. So powerful, if this reading resonates with you, if you like what you hear, you can please leave a like or comment. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed to my channel already. If you guys want to donate and support my channel, the links to how to do that is in the description box. You can donate cards, you can book a private reading, or you can just choose to just donate money to my channel. Either way, it all really helps, and it's a really big help and support. So thank you for your energy, powerful, and please be blessed. Goodbye.